What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. This is the historic home that 1939 build that we just bought in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom with an entire casita in the back here. So let's have a tour. I've only been here a handful of times. We usually don't buy properties like this, just it being a 1939 build, but this house, the previous owner took care of everything in terms of new windows. It's no longer cast iron mainline, so everything's ABS with cleanouts and everything like that. The roof's in good shape, the AC is relatively new, so all those items, especially the plumbing, is all taken care of, which is really cool. So it should be a pretty straightforward one. I don't have an exact idea on what I want to do with this one yet. I just know for sure it's going to be a light renovation. It doesn't need anything crazy. It was well kept for almost 100 years. It's 1939, so yeah, we're coming up on 100 years on this property, but here we are. Original hardwood floors, which is really cool. We're going to keep that. I honestly it smells like smoke in here. The previous owner was a smoker, so I really just want to potentially clean it up, deep clean, and just do like a paint job on it. Everything else, I don't really want to mess with like the character of the house at all. This is really cool here too. 1939, they actually delivered your milk. And then it tells you what day of the week and everything, which is really cool. So it's really nice that the previous owner kept that, because you can obviously tell he renovated the kitchen for the most part. I don't know if these cabinets were supposed to be white. He just smoked so much that they turned to cream color. I'm pretty sure they're probably supposed to be around that color, but the walls it's just been so heavily smoked in that it turned like a yellow color from all the cigarettes and stuff like that. All the windows, like I said, are dual pane, so they're all updated. He kept the character on a lot of these windows too, though, which is really nice. Like the corners and everything is really cool. And then let's actually finish the tour in here. The biggest incentive on this house is the fact that it has an entire casita back there. It's like a whole other house. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. It's on its own electrical and everything like that, so it can easily be rented out to someone on their own meter. Very easy to cash flow on this type of property. Here is bedroom number 1. And I don't know if you can see, can you see the color difference in this? So this is obviously something was backed up against here. I'm pretty sure it was his bed, but you can see what the wall color was supposed to be and what it is because of all the cigarette smoke. And then we're gonna go into the 1-bathroom right here. I mean, the doors are original in this house. I don't wanna mess with the doors. They're very heavy, like wood. I don't really wanna start getting into any of that. And I think it's just like a deep cleaning up a lot of this grout staining, cleaning up the floors, and just leaving everything else is, I think, the route that I want to go here. And then you can have a look at the other bedroom as well. This is probably where he smoked the most, I think. Corner windows here once again. Exposed brick on the outside is really cool. We bought this house for $352,000. I don't really have numbers on the ARV or anything like that, because it's really going to determine what we can sell it for, how much we do to it. So let's have a look. Like, some of this stuff is really funky. Obviously, this is where the water heater used to go. The gas line's capped off here, but this is where the water heater's at now. And then this is like such a vibey backyard. I really like it. This is flood irrigation, so they did a lot of this in the older homes where like once every other week, this entire yard literally floods like inches, and that's why you can kind of see a lot of this concrete. The paths are elevated from the actual grass itself, because you're able to walk through here. But I mean, if you can imagine this whole yard being flooded a couple inches, that's how they water this specific property. But flood irrigation gives you this entirely different landscape, like very mature landscaping, front and backyard. So you can like tell a lot of the times what yards have flood irrigation, the older homes, and it has a lot of character. So I really like flood irrigation. I think it's really cool. It's probably not the most effective way to water with all the evaporation from the sun and everything like that, but this is the guest house. That's a water heater, by the way. It looks like a little telephone booth, that's right. And then this is the detached, fully enclosed garage. So when we first were underwriting this house, when I first underwrote this house, I had no idea it had a guest house and I had no idea it had a detached garage. But those two things right here add a ton of value. So now that that's all out of the way, let's have a look at my favorite part of the house, which is this separate casita over here. It's got its own line, like I said, so you can separate your bills. The only downside is you have to walk all the way around to get to the entrance of this. But you have your own driveway for this right here. And then you come in much nicer, I would say. Smells a lot nicer. Smooth walls over here, very well done. You have your one bathroom over here. And then it's a cute little, like, it's perfect. Like, this house alone is worth a lot of money. And then you have the kitchen right here. We're obviously not gonna touch any of this. I really like this. This is like super cool. I wish this was the same condition as that house. But obviously, like, this was built, I believe, like 20-ish years ago. So it's not the same age as the main house. But like, this stuff is really cool to save space. This is a dining table, so you can swivel it over when you're not eating or whatever. And that's it, guys. I mean, I think smoking deal. We picked this up for $350. We cashed it out, no hard money on it. So I think we got some good spread on this one, and it keeps us busy because we're selling off a lot of our houses right now. We have like 4 of ours under contract to sell. So this will be one of the projects we're working on, as well as a Scottsdale one. But besides that, we're looking for more houses. So let us know if you guys come across anything in Arizona. And if you guys are looking for someone to buy or sell real estate out here, I'm a licensed real estate agent. I'd love to work with you guys. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and I'll keep you guys updated on this one.